Live from clickorlando.com, News 6 Plus, and WKMG. We're getting results in your neighborhood now at 6:30 p.m.
I'm just afraid that it's going to continue to change and continue to change, and we're going to lose. We're going to lose the nature and the beauty of this place.
Now at 6:30, she planned to speak out against plans for 100 townhomes and homes. Then something strange happened, the last-moment decision that has those plans on hold for now. Good evening. This is News 6 at 6:30, getting results. Thanks for joining us on News 6 Plus. I'm Justin Moorman.
And I'm Lisa Bell. Ginger Gadsden is on assignment tonight. Also, big plans to transform an area under I-4, the $35 million dream for downtown Orlando. And you can now get up close, even touch sea life near the Speedway. We are there as the Daytona Aquarium opens. That's a little later.
But now at 6:30, we do want to start with a big push to improve safety on one of the busiest stretches of one of the busiest roads in Orange County. Nearly $9 million in safety improvements have just been made to this stretch of OBT from 34th Street to Holden Avenue. News 6's Catherine Silver looks at how they'll keep you safe.
As soon as we got to 34th Street on Orange Blossom Trail, we could see the improvements in action. Markings on the pavement lead up to each pedestrian crossing. Once the light turns red, cars are signaled to stop so people can safely get across.
If you miss the crosswalk coming through this corridor now, then you're just not paying attention.
We spoke to FDOT Safety Administrator Lorene Bobo about the $8.7 million project. This map shows the locations where people can cross between 34th Street and Holden Avenue. There are 3 new signals on the left in green and 3 existing on the right in blue. Each one is activated once a pedestrian pushes the button that signals the light so that traffic stops. There's also other upgrades like this fencing, and some of these crosswalks are raised too. There's also in-road lighting.
So what was happening before the project is that people walking and biking were kind of crossing wherever they felt like they needed to cross or wanted to cross. Now we've got very specific locations.
In 5 years, FDOT says there were 55 crashes involving pedestrians in this 1-mile stretch, 9 of them deadly.
This was our section of roadway that had the most fatalities and serious injuries within less than a mile within our entire district.
When you say the entire district, how big of an area is that?
So we cover 9 counties in Central Florida.
So out of 9 counties, this was the area with the most fatalities?
Yes.
Now that this project is complete, FDOT says there have been 0 reported fatalities or serious injuries. So since October, this area has seen success. Do you walk in this area often?
Yes.
What do you think about the new crossings?
That's good. It's good that they got a crosswalk right here. It stops more traffic.
For FDOT, the progress is proof they're getting results. And because FDOT says these crossings are working, they want to add even more just south of here, past Holden Avenue. Right now, that project's in the design phase. In Orange County, I'm Catherine Silver, getting results, News 6.
Details just in on a tragedy on a South Florida beach. A 7-year-old girl died. Her 9-year-old brother is hospitalized. Fire rescuers say they became trapped in a sand hole they were digging in. The family was visiting from Indiana. Aerials show what's left of the scene. Fire rescuers with Pompano Beach say the hole was about 5 to 6 feet deep when the collapse happened. Witnesses described the frantic moments that followed.
When I got down there, the boy was about maybe 3 feet maybe down, but his head, at that point, his head was above the sand. But I guess his sister was beside him, and she was down further, and they tried digging her out, but the more they dug, the more the sand collapsed.
According to our sister station, WPLG, crews had to use boards to block the sand from caving in as they tried to rescue the children with shovels. It's not known whether any adults were helping the kids dig the hole.
A big Boomtown update tonight. Plans to reshape a rural corner of Osceola County temporarily tabled. Just last week, I told you about the area along Pine Grove Road. That's just off of 192 in East St. Cloud. It really is a quiet corner of our area, but no doubt lakefront life would be changed by these developers' plans. So he is proposing 82 townhomes and 15 single-family homes all along a 16-acre lakefront lot. Folks who live along Lake Lizzie are concerned the project has too much density. People like Jerry Lockhart, who told me she has called this place home for 22 years.
I'm just afraid that it's going to continue to change and continue to change, and we're going to lose the nature and the beauty of this place. They purchased the land, they have the right to build. We're not arguing that at all. I'm just asking that everything be taken into consideration as they build responsibly.
All right, so before the project can break ground, the developer needs to annex the property into St. Cloud, get the approved land change to medium density, and then ask city commissioners to rezone the land and approve his plans. That was supposed to start last night with the St. Cloud Planning Commission. Here's what happened instead.
To summarize, all of the Lake Lizzie matters tonight are being pulled and will be re-noticed at a future date with a time certain for it to be heard.
That's correct.
Okay.
Thanks.
And that announcement is made in part for those in attendance that were here for that case. That case will be re-noticed and you will be notified of the future date once that is established.
So I asked the city's communication director about this. She told me, quote, the applicant emailed city staff to request to postpone the items. They did not give us any details as to why, end quote. Now, my calls to the developer have not been returned. Their mailing address is in Canada, by the way. It appears all of this will be tabled until at least April or May. That's according to some of the folks who were at the meeting last night. And Lisa, I followed up with Jerry Lockhart, the woman I featured in the story. She told me she was driving to that hearing. She had a 3-minute speech prepared to speak against this, and she is vowing to keep making her voice heard. And it's just interesting that all of a sudden they pull this item, a very key piece of this development's future, right before the meeting.
And as we were saying, maybe they're tweaking some of their plans. Sure. Maybe that'll help with some of the residents there who are kind of opposed to what's happening. Yeah,
I think they have a little bit of optimism. They feel like if this was all going to go through as planned, they would have just done it. So we'll see what happens. We'll, of course, always continue to follow this.
Absolutely. Well, a grand opening marks a new start for a neglected corner of Daytona Beach. Located just 2 miles from the Speedway and Daytona Beach International, the Daytona Aquarium and Rainforest Adventure is on International Speedway Boulevard at Nova Road. That's just across the street from Tuscaloosa Park. News 6 was there for this morning's debut. By the time the doors opened, the line was already about 100 people deep.
The excitement's behind me. I can't wait to show everybody what we've done here.
What will people experience when they come inside?
Oh, they're going to come in here and see everything from little tiny frogs to alligators, right up to seahorses to sharks.
The owner chose an old department store in an older strip mall for his new attraction. The aquarium is the first large business to open in that neighborhood in years.
How exciting is this for this to open in this area?
Oh my God, we've been wanting to have something where families can go to, you know, other than the beach and Mini Putt-Putt and Disney World. So for the east side of, you know, where we live, this is amazing.
In the future, we do plan to have a rainforest that's going to come probably a year from now or so. So we're just going to keep adding multiple things for the next 10 years probably.
Looks really fun. I can't wait to get out there to the Daytona Aquarium. Well, the city of Orlando is showing off a pretty bold plan to attract new life to a currently vacant corner of downtown, and it is a prime piece of real estate. I'm talking about building an urban oasis right underneath I-4. It was home to a huge number of parking spots until I-4 Ultimate construction kicked off in 2015. Remember that? The city promised a park called Under Eye. In 2020, they showed plans for sports fields, performance spaces, and a gathering spot. Now those plans have evolved again. They're calling it the Canopy. Here's a look at the renderings, a $25 to $30 million dream. News 6's Emily McLeod shows us what it could be in just a couple of years.
Do you all think you would hang out there?
Yeah, I really lack parks and just spots where I could walk. So we are from Ukraine actually, and we used to walk a lot, and we used to, you know, travel to Europe, and we were walking in parks everywhere we could.
The city of Orlando releasing new renderings and a new name for what used to be called the Under Eye Project. The concept, now called the Canopy, was created out of feedback from the community and focuses on 6 core ideas, including connection, greenery, and safety. So what's now concrete and fencing could eventually end up looking more like this. While several people were excited to see the new rendering, some would like to see more recreational features.
Maybe a basketball court.
Yeah?
How about that? Yeah. Maybe tennis courts.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, like a recreational what do you call it, like a sports complex.
City of Orlando's urban project manager Martin Hudson says several factors, including the coronavirus pandemic, led the city to change the proposed concept from 2019 to what it is today.
When we kind of came out of that and we had an opportunity to look and say, what do we need at this point moving forward? We felt like that the ability to create a community gathering space where the community can come together for festivals and events and really create great connectivity became a priority.
Hudson says they are looking at several ways to make sure the canopy is a safe environment at all hours.
Especially at night after things kind of shut down, we will turn all the lights white. And it will be obviously very bright underneath there. The other thing, we'll have a sound system, and so we're looking at a certain time at night, we will play kind of a low volume sound. Some of the European cities have started doing this, and you play certain sounds that people don't enjoy. And so that also helps increase safety and make people not want to hang out in that space.
In downtown Orlando, Emily McLeod, Getting Results, News 6.
We'll see if it happens.
Certainly has a lot of people talking with a lot of different ideas out there. I like the idea of tennis courts or pickleball courts.
Something.
Right?
Something. I like parking. Parking comes to mind, but obviously the canopy is one of the top stories that's trending tonight on clickorlando.com.
You're also clicking on a News 6 investigation into how Disney handles people with disabilities. So a Georgia mom who is a double amputee says Disney denied approving her for a disability pass. She spoke with News 6 investigator Mike Holfeld in time for News 6 Mornings today.
This is not enough of a handicap to qualify for disability services.
Chrissy O'Neill's video chat request for a Disney Disability Access Service Pass, or DAS, denied.
I just thought I told them I'm a double amputee and that would be enough.
According to Disney's website, the DAS pass is intended for guests who have, quote, difficulty tolerating extended waits due to a disability. Disney offered her a wheelchair.
I don't understand how I'm lumped into a group just like somebody that might have a sprained ankle. The wheelchair does not accommodate me.
On Saturday, Mrs. O'Neill arrived at Disney World to make her case again. Well, the first employee denied it.
Is there anyone else I can speak to?
But a supervisor listened and finally approved the pass.
We had a great time. There is no way we could have done what we did without that pass.
Now, Disney told Mike Holfeld these decisions are made on a case-by-case basis. Mike is digging more into this story. So he will have an update for how theme parks and attractions handle disabilities later this week.
Our third trending story, the snow moon is nearly here, so will it harm your sleep? I know this says, where is Ginger? Maybe she's in the snow moon. No, she's heading that way. I'm just kidding. The snow moon, it's set to grace the skies at 7:30 Saturday morning. Meteorologist Jonathan Kegas found a 2013 study showing people got an average of 20 fewer minutes of sleep during a full moon and took 5 more minutes to fall asleep. Jonathan explains the reasons why on the homepage of clickorlando.com.
That's interesting.
Yeah, no doubt. Well, no full moon tonight, but it is still going to be a little bit chilly out there.
Yeah, Life Point Ministries just opened up its church in Titusville as a cold weather shelter just a few minutes ago. Chief Meteorologist Tom Sorrells is standing by. So how low is it going to go tonight, Tom?
Pretty doggone low. I'm talking about maybe 45 in Orlando. All the big heat's been building out here on the backside of the ridge of high pressure. Once the high shifts, that heat will come our way, but not until tomorrow. I'll be back to pinpoint the overnight lows, the gradual warm up, and when the cold front changes it all.
But first, an emotional story that may make you shed a tear. It made a middle school mentor cry and his students. How a breakthrough solution is protecting our community and getting some troubled kids back on track. That's next.
All right, so earlier we mentioned that Ginger is on assignment. She posted this picture of her bag at Orlando International.
We're here. Let's hit the road.
Well, now she has landed for a special mission. Up later, how she is bringing a slice of Orlando to the Big Apple. You're watching News 6 at 6:30 live on News 6 Plus. We're getting results in the Villages, Palm Bay, and all of Central Florida. We'll be right back.
Brought to you by your local Toyota dealers. Toyota, let's go places.
Now at 6:30 tonight, an exclusive story that is guaranteed to move you. Last October, we told you about a breakthrough solution at middle schools across Orlando.
So the city hired 5 adults full-time to get troubled kids back on track. Back then, we introduced you to one of those mentors, Mr. Elliott, and now we are seeing him in action and the results he's getting at Roberto Clemente Middle School. Bad behavior referrals there are down 20% since he got to work. Suspensions and expulsions have dropped 42%. News 6 anchor Eric Von Anken shows us how it's protecting our community.
I called your mom, and I could hear like the frustration in her voice.
Watching Elliott Cohen and his students says a lot about how these young men look at, or more like look up to him.
And you know what I told her? I said, we got you.
But if you want the truth,
He kept me from getting expelled.
ask a child.
He's a brother to me.
It's a brother.
He's family.
Family. Why do you say that?
Strangers just don't help other people stay out of trouble. That man right there, he will help you out. He will keep you out of trouble. Nobody else would do that but him right there. That's why he's family to me. Let's say I'm not at school. He'll call up on me to see why I'm not at school. He'll check up on me. No other person in this school would do that for me but Mr. Elliott.
He obviously feels very strongly about you, Katie.
And I feel the same about him.
I can't even put into words what I'm feeling. You know, this is what we do. Man, it's like I've just won the lottery. I'm so proud of you, man.
Elliott is what the city of Orlando calls a lead student advocate, one of 5 at the city's middle schools.
Hello, hello.
He is not a teacher. He's a mentor, a friend, and father figure even.
Good to see you all today.
All day, every day, he advocates for these young men.
This is a part of our lunch crew.
25 students here at Roberto Clemente Middle, selected by the school. And he steps in to stop them from failing, fighting, or missing school.
We're not like the excuse school. We're not the excuse brotherhood.
Do you ever wonder what would happen to these gentlemen, where they would end up if you didn't come into their lives?
Oh, absolutely. You know, there's a pipeline to the prison system, and many of them, unfortunately, would perhaps find themselves in the juvenile justice system.
I asked you last time, do you feel like it's you? And you said, no, it's them.
Yeah.
But they just said, it's you.
Yeah. And I continue to deflect that off of me because it's my joy is seeing the fruits of what we're doing rise up in the lives of these young people.
And this brotherhood is expanding. Orlando's My Brother's Keeper program, which funds the student advocates, just got another $750,000 to add advocates at 2 high schools, Edgewater and Jones, for the first time ever.
Love you, man.
Protecting our community in Orlando, Eric Von Anken getting results. News 6.
When you see a bunch of middle school boys having that reaction and speaking like that about a mentor, you know what a big difference he's making.
What a special guy.
Yeah, so Eric says Orlando is still looking to hire those 2 additional student advocates. You can apply on the city's website.
Yeah, we have put a link inside this story on clickorlando.com. Just look under the Protecting Our Community tab under Getting Results on the main menu. Well, after billions of dollars, more than a decade of development, years of delays, and 2 test flights, tonight Boeing's Starliner space taxi just took one more small step toward launch. It's been a long time coming for this spacecraft, but ULA tweeted out 2 very short videos today as teams began stacking the capsule's ride to space, the 100th Atlas V rocket. It'll be the first time a ULA rocket has carried people up there, and it's happening right here on our Space Coast. Here's some video from last year when the astronauts, Butch Wilmore and Sonny Williams, toured the launch complex at the Cape. Boeing and ULA say the first crewed flight to the ISS should now take place in mid-April. We'll keep you posted on that. And it's a landing that will make space history, and we are now less than a day away. Intuitive Machines says everything's on track and on time for its first lunar lander, Odysseus, to touch down tomorrow.
It will be the first U.S. moon landing since the Apollo era, and NASA hopes data from the lander will help put astronauts back on the moon. So Intuitive Machines says the lander is now in a stable orbit, 57 miles above the moon's surface. It made the maneuver this morning in less than 7 minutes, and the company posted this photo showing the cheers inside their mission control. So it should be sending back new images of the moon tonight. The lander is aiming for the moon's south pole region, which is relatively flat, so it is safer to try a touchdown there. The company plans to make that attempt tomorrow evening. And just into News 6, the touchdown time is now set for 5:30. That's about 20 minutes ahead of schedule. We'll bring you all of the excitement live on News 6 here on News 6 Plus and clickorlando.com.
A lot to look forward to there. That is a huge moment for space. All right, Chief Meteorologist Tom Sorrells here now. Another beautiful day out there. Can't complain when it's like this.
Yeah, nobody
It's
listens
tough
if I
to.
do.
It's
Yeah.
tough
Right?
to.
Take a look at what's going on tonight. We started out with a cool morning, but we have another beautiful day. Nothing on radar, which is what we want. After that weekend we had, any dry day will do ya, even though it has been a little on the chilly side here for the last several days. Temperature readings have all been affected by what's going on with the sunshine, the wind direction. We had a lot of sun today, wind still from the north, so we stayed on the cool side. Our daytime high officially was 70. After the overnight low this morning of 47 degrees. Currently in Orlando, it's 64. The humidity is 34%. Here's Daytona Beach. Sun is down. 57 degrees right now in Daytona Beach. Wind from the north at 9. Temperature reading at the port on the light Orlando Launch Credit Union camera. I'm missing my cameras up. 60 degrees right now at the port on the Launch Credit Union camera. Wind from the north at 15 miles per hour. Temperatures where you are, 65. Right now in Marion County and Ocala, 60 in the Villages, 63 Leesburg, 55 is the cool spot right there in New Smyrna Beach along with Palm Coast. Every single reporting station in Central Florida is either right where we were last night, like Sanford and the Villages, or below where we were last night. So the 24-hour temperature change, we're 3 degrees colder already in Orlando than we were yesterday at the same time. And from here, we're going to keep dropping. Wind is still pushing at about 11 miles per hour in Orlando. Temperature highs the next few days, up and down. We'll hit 73 tomorrow, 74 on Friday. Then the next cold front marches through. A little burst of rain as it comes through, and then we dry out. Look at Saturday. Daytime high on Saturday looks to be 68. Pollen is still wicked, 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 wicked. Lots of yellow on your black surface of my car today. I'm sure yours is having trouble too. That pollen stays high all the way through the weekend. Big ridge of high pressure keeping all of this at bay for now, but this cold front you're seeing here will finally make it here by Friday. Here's how it happens. High pressure center goes to the east. We get on the back side of it. Frontal boundary finally approaches on Friday. There it is Friday at 3, passes on through with that little burst of rain. Overnight lows tonight, 37 from Gainesville to Ocala, 40 in the Villages, 45 in Kissimmee, and 45 in Orlando. Here's tomorrow.
Your forecast is sponsored by Florida Lottery.
Tomorrow's daytime high at least 73, so the rebound is on for 48 hours. Friday, windy. The cold front marches through. The high is 74 with a chance of rain. Then on Saturday, breezy and cooler. A high on Saturday, 68, 70 on Sunday.
Looking good. Thank you, Tom. And we are pleased to have Lisa Bell with us here on News 6 at 6:30 tonight.
Nice to be here. I'm filling in because Ginger is on a journey right now. She has just landed in the Big Apple. Up next, how she plans to show the nation what makes Orlando special. Stay with us. We're back in 2 minutes. All right, welcome back to News 6 at 6:30. As we mentioned, News 6's Ginger Gadsden is on a journey right now.
Yeah, she is on assignment. She just landed in the Big Apple. To get there, she took flight from Orlando International early this morning, along with my buddy, photojournalist Homer Salcedo. He does a lot of boomtowns with me. They created a digital diary of her adventure.
Hello everyone, I'm News 6 anchor Ginger Gadsden, about to go on a really cool adventure. We're here at Orlando International Airport. We've got our ticket. I've got my News 6 handy travel bag with me. So where are we going? What are we doing? You're about to find out, but I'm not alone. I'm with photojournalist Homer Salcedo. And Homer, is this looking good so far? Are you hopeful about things?
Yes.
Yeah, okay, good. So let's go.
Flight attendants, please be seated for takeoff.
We're here. Let's hit the road. Now, do you know where we are? And just look at that skyline.
So in case you can't tell, Homer and Ginger are in New York City, checking in with us.
I'm here on West 57th Street, and you can see the home of CBS News right behind me. But this is also the home to another special show that's going to be showcasing what Orlando has to offer. I'm talking about the Drew Barrymore Show, which is right on before News 6 at 4 o'clock on News 6, right? And so what's happening is she wanted to know the wonderful things that happen in Orlando, Florida. I was like, how much time do you have? So they are giving us 5 full minutes to bring the best of Orlando to her audience. I think that is so fantastic. It was so hard to narrow down this list, and it's so hard to just encapsulate everything that is just the essence of Orlando and what makes it special. But we're going to be doing that tomorrow. Taping it tomorrow. It will air sometime next week. It's for a segment called Wish You Were Here. So everyone's going to see why we love Orlando so very much and brag about it wherever we go, and why so many people move to Orlando on a daily basis. Guys, I'm so excited to be doing this.
So you can catch the Drew Barrymore Show on WKMG every weekday starting at 3, just before News 6 at 4. And something exciting is happening tonight on WKMG.
A show that proves Dolly Parton has really gone to the dogs. All right?
I see what you did there.
Join us tonight at 9 o'clock right here on News 6 for Dolly's Pet Gala. It is a 2-hour salute to your four-legged friends, all hosted by the leading lady of country music herself, Dolly Parton. And you can share a picture of your favorite furry friend to celebrate. This is my doggo. That's Zoe there. I posted this. Yeah, it's Zoe. She's doing the downward dog, stretching, getting ready for tonight's show. She can't wait to watch. And we want you to share your precious pets.
So these cuties are already posted on our website. You can share yours with us. Just head to clickorlando.com/pins. And again, Dolly's Pet Gala is on tonight at 9 o'clock.
You can't get the dogs to come inside when it's this nice outside.
No.
They just want to stay out there every single time. You're going to do one final look?
I don't know.
I think we're going to do one final. No?
No, we're done.
All right.
Say good night now. Oh, there we are. Daytime high tomorrow, 73 after an overnight low tide of 45 degrees. It's going to be chilly in the morning and warmer in the afternoon. Rain on Friday.
Thanks for watching News 6 at 6:30. You can stream News 6 online anytime on our News 6 Plus Smart TV app.
We break news on clickorlando.com. We'll see you back here at 11.